Adrian, after looking at the tape of Saturday, is there anything that just jumped out at you as like a theme of what maybe that you could try to improve on when you self-scout yourself?
Yeah, I would just say a lack of execution on my part as an offense as a whole. And I think that responsibility falls on me. We didn't have the best week of practice, and it showed on the field on Saturday.
Adrian, you got hurt against Colorado last year. Just kind of what's your feeling about going into this game? It sounds like some of your teammates had a little extra oomph for this one, given how things turned out a year ago.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty much after last week. I'm just focused on getting our offense better and myself and really focusing day by day. And I'm really not too concerned about the result of last year. I'm excited. We get another opportunity to get better, to have a better showing offensively, and that's where my focus is at.
Adrian, you guys were not able to get into a rhythm on Saturday. I mean, was there one or two things you looked at and said this held us up from getting into the rhythm we wanted to get into?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Adrian, what do you remember about that injury and what happened at the end of the play?
There's really not too much to remember about it for me. It was unfortunate. It's football. I think injuries are a part of the game, and is what it is. I moved on after that, and I've moved on since, and just really ready to go.
What's the difference, or maybe the value this time of having a game under your guys' belt playing Colorado?
Yeah, I think it's a big deal. It's good for our team, and it was good for us to learn a lesson offensively, I think, in that first game, and use it moving forward instead of not having that opportunity to get better, to maybe shake off some of the rust, as you would call it, or whatever the case may be. I think it was good for us and good for our team in general.
Even though the day didn't go exactly like Cam Jurgens wanted, what did you see kind of out of him as the game was going on and how he was handling things and, moving forward, the last couple of days?
Yeah, I think he was really excited to get out there, and I'm proud of his efforts. I don't think anywhere on the offensive side it was from a lack of effort. I think it was more just all of us need to focus in, hammer on in those details, and I think Cam's included in that, myself. But he's a force out there, and I think he did a good job.
Where do you think the execution lacked the most?
I mean, I'd probably just have to point that back at myself again. I think it starts with me there, and I don't think I did my job well enough last week, and that's on me. And I got to hold people to that standard, and like I said, I'll take that responsibility because my teammates deserve better out of me, and I have to be able to bring it at a higher level.
Is there something when you watch the tape again that you and Coach Verdue didn't? I feel like you could have done better. Was there? You mentioned the throws. Was there a couple throws in particular that jumped out at you?
Yeah, like I said after that game, and upon looking at the film, there are a few throws I could have made and a few reads that I missed. A couple simple things here and there that I could have done better that I think would have made a big difference offensively, and that's something I have to do. I'm quarterback of this team, and Coach Verdue's done a great job of coaching me up, and it's on me at that point. I didn't go out there and execute the way that I should have.
How motivated was this team to get back to work today after maybe not a good showing on offense?
Yeah, I would say very motivated. I think we were a lot more intense today, a lot more focused. Mondays, I think sometimes with a new install and whatnot, we might not have our best day execution-wise, but we're going to keep on getting better, keep on building up on that. And I think it was a lot better than last week.
What do you think of Wandale's first outing, and was that sort of a start to look at the different sorts of things that he can bring to this offense?
Yeah, no question. I think he's very versatile. He could play outside, inside, running back, wherever for us. And I think if we would have had a few more opportunities on offense, he would have probably had more chances to showcase just how special he is. And I'm looking forward to seeing what else he could do in this offense here in the next couple games.
Adrian, how does it impact your game or your ability to get in the flow of the game when you're involved in the running game more than you were last week? Have you found that you're more comfortable? There are some design plays for you?
That's not even something I've really thought about, to be honest with you. I'm pretty tuned into whatever our game plan is, and whatever Coach Frost wants me to go out there and execute, whether that be running the ball, throwing the ball, but however he feels, I'm on the same page as him. And it's my job to go out there and execute regardless of the environment, regardless of if I run the ball at all. I have to go out there and execute. So.
Adrian, I don't know if you've seen film of the Colorado State game, but any thoughts about Colorado's defense?
Yeah, they're a talented team. Obviously, have a new coach, a little bit new system defensively, scheme-wise, and they did a good job. They played a good game, and it'll be a fight. It'll be a fight on Saturday, and I know our team's looking forward to it.
How much do you think Adrian Mills is going to grow from that first game?
I think a ton. I think it's definitely a process, and it was his first home game here at Memorial Stadium, and he's constantly learning. I think, like with some of the rest of the guys on the offense, we're going to keep on getting each other better. And I think Diedrich's only going to go up from his first game.
I feel like you guys missed Stanley on Saturday. I mean, that's not to knock any of the receivers there, but did you sense his absence? Some offense.
I think we all miss Stan, as a person, as a football player, but I'm pumped about the guys we have here. And I think they're more than adequate. Out there and of making plays and doing everything that we need him to do. I wouldn't say that we missed him in that regard. No.
What was the biggest lesson you learned last year going on the road, playing on the road, dealing with hostile environments?
It's us versus everybody. And just to know that you and your teammates are in there to do one job and, accomplish the mission and win the game. Last year, I don't think we did that one time. So something to strive for this year, and we have an early test.
Anything in particular about South Alabama's defense that struck you as impressive?
I think they prepared really well. I think they made some good adjustments from last season to this season. And they did a good job executing what they wanted to, and, props to them.
How much does all the conditioning you guys have gone through this summer will help you in the higher altitude, playing in Colorado's higher altitude?
Yeah, and I think just our practice style helps us with conditioning. We practice so fast all the time. I think all the guys are in great shape, and we're not really concerned about the altitude. At least, I'm not. I don't think our offense is. We want to play fast, and I think in the summer and everything that we've been doing has prepared us for that.
Has it been addressed, though? Like, have they brought it up to you guys, just the differences? 'Cause for a lot of guys, they probably haven't played in the mountains before.
Yeah, I mean, we not yet. I'm sure it'll probably be a topic of discussion this afternoon during meetings. Either way, it's not something I'm necessarily going to be thinking about over there. There's other things to be focused on.
Adrian, I know you played against Colorado last year, but this is an opponent that your coach played against, and it means a lot to the fans. What do you know about the history between these two schools?
Yeah, it's a long history, and I think the fans are really excited about it. For me, we have another opportunity, just like I said earlier, looking forward to having this chance for the offense to get better next week. We have another chance, thankfully, and we're pumped up about playing this game, and we're just going to take it game by game.
Hey, Adrian, last year you guys struggled in field position battle. I think you averaged out at your own 46-yard line on Saturday. Did you notice any kind of effect from a play calling standpoint in having better starting field position to begin a drive?
I wouldn't say there was a change in play calling, but I think it helps an offense anytime that you can get better field position. I wouldn't say it necessarily changes the mindset or anything else.
How important is it, though, to have special teams play out?
It's very important. I mean, it's a huge part of the game, and I think we put an emphasis on that this offseason, and I think the guys responded really well to that.
Good. All right. Thank you, Adrian.
Thanks.